नमस्कार। सबसे पहले हम I would like to start with this. Why we are here? This question is that why we are here. The thing is that we, as a Indian, as a country, want to grow, and we want to make our country a developed country, and to make our citizen in better conditions, more convenient conditions. So what for this we are working. So this is the reason why we are here, because we need energy for that, and we want to secure our energy needs. Until this energy is secured, we can't progress in the long run. Now the question comes, next question, another issue we have to address nowadays, environmental problems. All of us are aware about this problem the world is facing, and as we are going to use more energy, the more aggravated conditions are going to be there. So we have to address at the same time with our growth, we have to address the environmental issue also. For that solution is there. The solution is renewable energy. And we are here to discuss and to work on this thing, to work on this renewable energy. Now, I think Vishnuji has just shared that 5 Amrit. Our government, particularly I would like to say Mr. Modi, he had made the 5 Panchamrit. That is like 500 gigawatt non-fossil fuel-based energy, 50% of the energy requirement from renewable energy, reduction of 1 billion ton of the total projected carbon emission, reducing the carbon intensity by less than 45%. All of these targets have been to be complied by 2030. That's very ambitious project. One more, but for that time is there. For that targeted 2070 there. So for these, the things are very tough, challenging, and we have to comply. As you are already aware that the one target which was kept for 1.5 degrees centigrade, that the target for which so many meetings were held, we have already exceeded 1.5 degree temperature, which was supposed to be contained, for which we were trying. So now, in our this generation, or we as Indians, we have to work further harder to contain this temperature rise. The effect of the temperature rise you must be seeing all around, not only India, but all around the world. Now, the thing is that now we have been target given, but for any project or anything to get success, we should have to have an ecosystem. Like so many targets, like renewable energy have been given, challenges are very quite tough. And the thing is that ecosystem is not available. Now it's our duty to make ecosystem, and government is working for that. To make ecosystem function, we need to have a support system. That maybe in terms of finance, maybe regulatory affairs, maybe de-risking. Like when somebody make investment in any entrepreneur, or anywhere else the project, he want to ensure his money. And now for renewable energy, particularly develop green market, carbon pricing, and so many things are to be done. And along with this, infrastructure is to be provided. These are 4-5 support which are required for each sector, and government is working very, doing follow-up. And I will appreciate, because I'm looking after CB from GAIL side, and the regular follow-up being done. And I'm seeing that not only following up, the support is also being provided. Since the topic has been given something about financial aspect, so I will just touch those aspects and will relate with CBG project. Because CBG project is in nascent stage, and these aspects have been taken care of, all these aspects. Financial tools for driving the transition is just green bonds that have already been covered by Mr. Vishnu slightly. The raise capital for eco-friendly infrastructure, blended finance, that is basically a mix of public, philanthropic, and private capital. Risk mitigation instruments like credit guarantee, insurance, make project bankable for institutional investors. There are some points which are related to India's clean energy. India clean energy finance gap, there are a lot of gap is there. Like this required 2.5 trillion by 2070. Like the people who are going to make investment in renewable energy, they should know 2.7 trillion is a quite big amount. So now in renewable sector, lot of money is available, the downstream things are available, our demand is there, but now only the thing that these things are to be clubbed properly. There are some hitch-ups, but those are being closed. Like de-risking can be done by partial risk guarantee by the government or through other instruments, payment security mechanism, policy and regulatory support for renewable project, financial support, PLI schemes are there. Government is also having some PLI scheme. Depending upon the priority of the sector, government is making PLI policies also. I think you are aware of all these aspects. And need for carbon pricing mechanism, because in CBG project we are discussing with so many people and the things are not clear yet. How carbon rating and carbon credit will be scored something. Those are in the way, and I think government will soon come up with some concrete marketing mechanism. Like these are visions of our Prime Minister. They are particularly related with CBG project or CNG. Like 4 pillars of energy future, energy access, energy efficiency, energy sustainability, and energy security. These are 4 pillars which have been highlighted by our Prime Minister also. The thing is that India is importing 85% of crude oil from abroad, and similarly for natural gas, 50% of the natural gas is being imported, which is quite financially burden for the country, and at the same time we are dependent on other countries also. The government of India, the present role of gas, natural gas is only 6%. Nowadays it's 6.5% of the energy basket, which government want to increase to 15%. Again, this is very, very, very ambitious project. And we are working on that. In the morning, one session, the question was asked, how much practical it is possible. Somebody said 8, 9%, whatever it may be. But the target should be high. At least when we have a higher target, we try to achieve something. If we keep lower target, the things are there, we can achieve something only, not much. I support this thing, let us have a ambitious target and try to fulfill it. Now I'll come with, particularly on the CBG project. There are some schemes were initiated 2018, particularly for the biofuels, which also includes CBG also. There were 3 basically, Govardhan, Satat 1, Satat 2, and Swachh Bharat Mission, that is Urban 2, which has been launched recently. Govardhan, this was launched 2018. That scheme already, I think you are aware of the word, Govardhan, galvanizing bio-agro-resource dhan. This thing about sustainable Satat scheme, the full name is Sustainable Alternative Toward Affordable Transportation. The purpose of government was to establish 5,000 plants by 2025. But I think that was also discussed in the first half. Only 100 plants have come so far. The target was 15 million. And we could achieve hardly 2-3%. The thing was that now the practical problem comes here, since ecosystem was not available. So because of this ecosystem, things were not moving. The demand is there, the feedstock is there, technology is there, things are there, but these are not synchronized as such. So that had the problem. Now, recently, this thing, Swachh Bharat Mission has been also launched. These have been being impetus given by different ministries. Some projects are being supported by MNRE, some by petroleum, this thing, and some by this thing, Mahua also. The support in the form of fund. The best thing that now this has been, because CBG project has been divided in certain segments, and each segment is being taken care of. Like suppose feedstock is there, infrastructure there. Like government has made a scheme like providing the land as concessional rate. That is already done. Like GAIL is taking land, 10 locations from PEDA, from Punjab, Upneda, same way, different locations we are have tied up. And though we have been given target of 26 plants only, but we have identified 39 locations, and things are going on. Now CBG, particularly, the 3 feedstocks are there. One is MSW, you are aware. Second thing is agriculture residue. And third is press mud. Press mud is an industrial something byproduct which comes from sugar industry. So before going this thing, I would like to just tell about the how schemes are working. Like Satat 1 scheme, financing part, MNRE capital subsidy is being given for CBG plant. The amount you can see something, only just I'm touching so that everybody is aware of those, what are those schemes. Agri biomass supply. In MNRE, only CBG plant, only based on the plant capacity, support is being given. Only one has to establish the plant. And agri biomass, for that, even for the plant, you need some machineries, like that with tractor, agriculture, compressor, tractor, for bringing the agriculture residues, what is known as parali villages. So government is giving 50% of amount. Just think this amount, and for that certain conditions are there, but those conditions are quite liberal. So even government is providing subsidy for that also. Now comes offtake also. Offtake, there are people face some problem. So then 2 schemes are there. One is SYNC scheme, CBG SYNC scheme. Under the scheme, the company, the producer, are supposed to tie up with the local CGD companies, and to ensure this thing, that this thing moves smoothly, GAIL has been made the nodal agency, so that there are no problem. Like earlier, sometime it happened, and there was some difficulty, people were not entertaining. So we intervene such conditions, and that has been, now government further to ensure, this thing government has made mandatory, like 2004, 24, 25, 1% was to be blended. But that was optional. But from this year onward, that has been made mandatory. That 2%, 3%, then 5%, and that thing can go ahead. But 5% getting target is quite ambitious. But we have to, this is target for the CGD companies. Earlier they were reluctant to take gas from the, of course there are some issue. The thing is that quality issue is there. Those the companies which are producing CBG, the gas quality is not up to the standard. And that's why so many places problem has come. And in Meerut also, in our JV GAIL gas, people have faced the problem. So now the thing is that government has given clarity now that CBG, that quality, that aspect is being told to CBG producer to ensure. This, and then again, just to ensure that offtake is completely taken by the company. Some CBG companies are reluctant. GAIL has been given, that is work going on. Still mandate has not come, but they are, the government is planning, wherever the GAIL trunk line is there, they are going to make cluster of some CBG groups, like CBG plants are there in certain district or certain areas. 4-5 CBG plants are there. They will, the line will be laid to a central point. From that point, the line will go to, another line will go to our GAIL's trunk line. So that scheme is already coming up. The other things have been finalized, rates and system, other things are there. And further, to support downstream, like this thing, biomanure, MOF and LMOF. So now government has ensured that subsidy is being given for that also. 1,500 rupees per ton. Further, I would like to share with you that as the people are going aware about this organic manure, our government of India also promoting organic cultivation, for which organic manure is being given priority. And the areas where people are aware of that, this FOM is being sold at premium also. So now now at the present, some location problems are there. Wherever we are going there, we are telling. Yesterday also, in one meeting, we had to tell that some location in Gujarat, people are selling this at the rate of 8 rupees. So now projects are coming up, and the things are, we have worked out, we are taking a plant, we have prepared DFR, and we found these projects are viable. Earlier, in the initial stage, people have been apprehensive that may not be viable. But these things are going to come up, and we don't have any option also. Either we suffer or we go ahead and we enjoy the benefit of technology or renewable energy. There are some outlay. I just want to tell you how much amount is being given. Like 564 crore rupees for this biomass aggregation. Like these are for the first 100 plants who will be applying for that. They will be given for machinery. The conditions are there. Some 50%, like that I just shared, 50% of the cost with certain conditions. And further pipeline DPI system for gas tank line or for other tank line, CGD companies tank line, the rates are given. 50% of the cost will be shared by the government. Up to 50 kilometers, after that certain conditions are there. GAIL has been always leader in the field of environment and commitment, and GAIL has established its first plant, CBG, MSW based. This is first taken up by the OGMC company at Ranchi, which is under operational. Of course, not in full capacity. Certain teething trouble is coming there, not from plant side. The municipal commissioner is supposed to provide us 150-ton segregated waste, which they are not able to supply. So far, they are giving only 50 ton per day. So this was from my side. Thank you.